This week on The Splash, the new Las Vegas, the business strategies in WB, and a new place for nature. The Splash is a production of Civic Center TV. We're a news magazine that covers everything from local news to feature stories. Also that we can bring you the latest from the greater West Bloomfield area. And now, let's dive into The Splash.
Welcome to The Splash. I'm Brooke Allen. Thank you for being with us. For one night, West Bloomfield turned into the new Las Vegas with the Educational Foundation's Casino Night. Ryan Younglove brings us the positive fallout of this new Vegas.
Tonight was the West Bloomfield Educational Foundation's Casino Night, where adults play and kids win.
Casino Night is an amazing way for all the people in West Bloomfield to come together for one evening a year to celebrate all of our amazing students and staff and come together and play casino games and bingo and eat and enjoy, and adults play, kids win. Our West Bloomfield students win here every year when we fundraise and are able to grant the funds that we do raise to our staff. Casino Night has been going on for 6 years, and it's bigger, better, and every year it's just amazing to see all the staff in our West Bloomfield community to come out. And also this year we have many of our students volunteering, as well as students from other area districts that are coming and enjoying and volunteering here as well. It's just an amazing night for the community to come out and get together, and we are so appreciative and we welcome everybody, and we're just excited to celebrate all of our students as well as our amazing staff in our West Bloomfield board as well.
Along with the wide variety of casino games, there was a silent auction, raffle prizes, and musical entertainment, all for a great cause.
We fund a variety of programs. We have a grant program that in the fall that teachers apply for. It's a myriad of things from STEAM projects to literacy gardens at the high school to special events like we help with the extravaganza that they do for robotics. We also fund part of the robotics team. So it's a variety of things that we use the monies for. The WBF is a wonderful organization, again, that funds projects for our students and staff in West Bloomfield. We are grateful to the West Bloomfield community for supporting us and hope that they'll come out to next year's Casino Night.
With another casino night in the books, the West Bloomfield Educational Foundation is yet again successful in supporting the school districts here in the greater West Bloomfield. This has been Ryan Younglove reporting for The Splash.
You can find more information on our website, civiccentertv.com/WB New Vegas. Next up, we hear about some strategies on how to deal with tougher situations in the workplace. Jay Kustash brings us the story.
Death. It's a difficult subject to discuss, but I'm here at the West Bloomfield Public Library to hear about some strategies and techniques to handle it in a business setting.
So the presentation was dealing with death and grief in the workplace, and even though I'm not an HR professional, that is something that occurs in the workplace. I recently had a loss, and so some of the things that Tim spoke about I experienced. I took some things away that I could handle when I have colleagues that lose loved ones, and it was a great opportunity to just learn more about handling a delicate situation.
In my industry, we have employee, so we work in the medical field. We do care of patients, in hospice, and, help them to have a smooth, comfortable as possible, celebration of the last few days of their lives. So we see a lot of death too, and I think it's really working in the medical field. And when you see a patient dying and you just lost somebody, that's really difficult. That moment, all the memories of your loved ones, comes in your heart and in your mind. And how do you deal with those situations? So I think it was really helpful, to kind of to say what to do and how to do it, when you go through this time.
While everyone at the seminar was touched by the presentation and got some valuable information, others connected with it on a deeper, more personal level.
I actually took some notes, and I have them here in my back pocket, and so there's a couple situations that happened in my life that I will take action on because I haven't done so before. So I asked him a couple of questions, and a couple of the people in the audience also, had some good input. So I'm going to take that away, yeah, for sure, because I work with people and know a lot of people that, at my age, you're bound to come across people who are, grieving the loss of a loved one, and yeah, so it was very important to me. It was meaningful.
Hopefully these members of the community are more well equipped to handle the subject of death in the workplace after this talk today. And now I'm just dying to get out the cold. Reporting for The Splash, I'm Jay Kustash.
For more, you can visit civiccentertv.com/bigdeath. Later in the show, a new nature room for all and a unifying interview.
Don't go away. You're watching The Splash on Civic Center TV.
This hour of programming is brought to you in part by Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital. 10 years ago, Henry Ford Health System celebrated the grand opening of its West Bloomfield Hospital. Since then, they've celebrated innovative new technologies, medical breakthroughs, and unique approaches to health and healing. To learn more about Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital, visit henryford.com/West Bloomfield 10. Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital is a proud sponsor of Civic Center TV, television that's close to home.
And now, back to The Splash on Civic Center TV.
Welcome back to The Splash. I'm Brooke Allen. Thank you for being with us. WB Parks decided enough was enough and remodeled and refurbished their nature room. Tyler Keefe visited the ribbon cutting to bring us the story.
Well, if you've ever been to the Recreation Activity Center, you've probably been inside the nature room. West Bloomfield Parks recently underwent renovations on the learning space to help bolster its ability to engage local children in nature and education. Formerly the Nature Nook upon its 2013 grand opening, the nature room at WB Parks' Recreation Activity Center has undergone, in scientific terms, a metamorphosis, converting the room from an adaptive learning space into an interactive inspiration for youth engagement in nature and play.
We have done a remodel on the whole room, including some murals and new display tanks, and we're really excited that we've had the community out to help us celebrate. The old one was a little bit dated, and we wanted to put the animals actually in what the habitats that you would see them in nature. And so it gives the kids, when they come in, a little bit more context of where they would normally see them. Also, the displays are now down at their level, and so they can really interact a lot easier for the little ones.
The remodel was a focused effort between Parks administration and staff and the renovation team to utilize the space for its most specific goal of inspiring nature-based learning and play opportunities for local youth.
Well, a big part of our strategic plan, one of our pillars, is conservation in the environment. Without the environment, there's so many things that kids miss out on, and health and wellness is really wrapped up also in the environment. When kids go out to play, statistics say they are mentally more engaged in school. They are healthier. They are less likely to be obese later in life. There's so many things that are connected. So we really want kids to care for the environment when they're young, because that transcends into adulthood.
The project moves the goals of West Bloomfield Parks' continued efforts of engagement in nature and public education forward, while providing inspiration and lessons for projects of the future.
So we are starting to look at what else is needed within our park system. What we hope to do is start to have some public meetings to eventually look at plans to make this building larger to be able to serve the community better for a couple different reasons. One, for our senior population, and also we want to have more of a commitment to our conservation side, and because without the environment, where would parks be?
West Bloomfield Parks has fun activities and open hours planned at the Nature Room every single month, and you can find those details on their website at wbparks.org, and join me and my friend here at the Recreation Activity Center. In West Bloomfield Township, I'm Tyler Keefe, reporting for The Splash.
To learn more, you can visit civiccentertv.com/natureroom ribbon cut. And now it's time for the Civic Center TV event update, where we provide you with upcoming events going on in our community. And for a look at additional events, you can visit civiccentertv.com/events. Dispose of prescription drugs with Operation Medicine Cabinet happening year-round in West Bloomfield, Keego Harbor, and Orchard Lake. This project takes place at the police departments of the 3 communities. Disposing of drugs is completely anonymous, open 24/7 in West Bloomfield, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. in Keego Harbor, and Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. in Orchard Lake. For more information, visit oakgov.com or call your local police. Roll on over to the library for Rock and Read every Tuesday from 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. You and your child can spend the morning with books, finger plays, music, and story time and fun. This event is recommended for kids ages 5 or younger. No registration is needed. For more information, go to westbloomfieldlibrary.org. It's a Brave New book discussion at the library Monday, February 17th from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Join Dr. Tara Hayes for this brand new and Brave New Booked for the Evening discussion series. This event will feature the book Brave New World as well as other dystopian classic novels. There's no cost, and for more information regarding the event, visit wblib.org. Time for a town hall. Senator Bayer and Representative Brenda Carter hosting a senior resource town hall. Here you can learn about helpful information regarding ways to improve the well-being of elders, whether you are one or have one in your life. This will take place on February 28th from 12 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. and takes place at the Bowen Senior Citizen Center in Pontiac. For more information, go to Representative Carter's Facebook page at Rep. Carter. Wag on over to the library for Read to a Dog Fridays from 1 to 2 p.m. Your child can improve their reading skills by reading to the happy and eager to be read to therapy dogs. There is no registration required for the event. For more information, go to westbloomfieldlibrary.org. That's it for this week's highlights. You can find more events online at civiccentertv.com/events and see everything going on in the greater West Bloomfield area. We're going to take a short break, but when we come back, I'll sit down with the unified basketball team from West Bloomfield High School.
Don't go away. You're watching The Splash on Civic Center TV.
You want it, you got it. Civic Center TV has been bringing you live coverage of your local municipal meetings for years. Now you can catch a replay of those meetings the following day at 1 o'clock and again on Saturdays and Sundays at 9 a.m. If that's not enough, you can also visit civiccentertv.com/meetings to view a whole list of on-demand Township Board meetings and keep up to date on the most recent developments in your local government. Giving you more, it's Civic Center TV, television that's close to home.
And now, back to The Splash on Civic Center TV.
Welcome back to The Splash. I'm joined this week by Jed Jones and Tanner Thornton from the West Bloomfield Unified Basketball Team. And thanks, guys, so much for being with me today. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
Okay, so first of all, tell me what the Unified Basketball Team is.
Unified Basketball gives individuals with special needs an opportunity to compete athletically with their peers in a general setting for them to compete and enjoy being around each other and just have fun. It's an awesome experience for everybody on the field. So.
And to play basketball, right, Tanner?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so tell me, what grade are you in?
I'm in 9th grade, so I'm a freshman this year.
Okay, so you're a freshman, so tell me what you think of playing basketball.
It's fun. I like having my teammates there and all that, and I try to motivate them and all that.
Oh, really? So
Yes.
you're out there trying to get them all going, right?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me, so you're in 9th grade, and tell me what your favorite sport is.
That's hard. There's a lot of sports I like, but my number one right now, I'll go with basketball.
Okay, so tell me, Coach, a little bit about these games.
Sure. At these games, what happens is we play our JV basketball game first for our general education students, and then right after that, we have a unified game that goes on between another school from Oakland County. And our past game, who was our last game against?
Groves.
High School. We competed against Groves High School, and then following that,
Groves.
That was a Groves game.
I wasn't there.
All right, oh, okay.
So following that, we play our varsity basketball game. So there's a lot of people in the stands for that, and it's an awesome experience.
So this is pretty new, right?
Yep, this is our first year in Oakland County that we're starting this. Hoping it just grows from there. Novi High School and Brighton High School were two kind of figureheads for this, but it's put on by Special Olympics.
So tell me the difference it makes in everyone's lives, not just like Tanner's life, but everyone's, right?
Yeah, no, it's amazing. Just just the doors that it's open for kids socially, and that's really the biggest thing that's going on in our school. It's just the acceptance and social acceptance that happens in our school. Tanner feels free. He can come up to anybody within our school, and it's just awesome because he's made so many more friends with people that he never thought he would talk to within a school setting. So it's just an awesome experience.
So the games are a little bit different than regular basketball, right?
Sure.
Okay, so tell me about that.
At our games, Tanner, how many quarters do we play?
4.
4 quarters, 6 minutes long. Within our game, we stop it at a 3-minute mark and do some substitutions. That way everybody's get a equal chance to play within the games.
And this is co-ed teams, correct?
Correct. We do have boys and girls on our team. Right now we probably have, I would say, 14 special education students on our team that are paired with partners, and we probably have, those rotate a little bit from game in, game out, depending on what they have going on, but we probably have a good 10 peers that rotate through too.
Okay, so let's talk about the general education students that are in these games as well. Tell me what it means to them.
It's been so eye-opening for them too. We had a couple students who didn't think this was going to take off that much, and said, individuals wouldn't really want to compete, and somebody like Tanner might not want to compete in an experiment like this. And just to see how accepting it's been and just how eye-opening it's been for them is made it all worth it. They're like, man, Tanner really loves this, and Tanner's really good at basketball.
I am.
There's been a couple games where we've scored 30, 40 points in a couple games, and that's really, a great mark for them to be able to hit, and super excited to see how it keeps going from here.
So Tanner, tell me how you feel after you're done playing, and tell me how that is for you.
I mean, I feel excited and all that, but like after the game, I'm like tired and all that a little.
Right.
Because I work hard and all that.
Right. So tell me, you said something off camera that you are really striving. The end of the season is coming up. So what are you striving for?
To go in the NBA.
Right. But in this game, like your last home game is coming up.
Yeah.
And what do you really want to score?
I want to at least score 24 because for Kobe and all that, to honor him and all that.
Okay. So, Coach, you told me that this is the initial season. It started off with bowling, right?
Correct. Last year we kind of put our foot in the water, I guess you would say, by starting out with Unified Sports by going bowling. And that was more of like just a social interaction time for kids to compete athletically a little bit, but also get that social aspect and interact with kids outside of school socially. And from there, it turned into basketball. Our AD at the high school, Eric Pierce, really helped out in creating a schedule for us this year and really helped develop our team. And when I was kind of hesitant about it, he said, let's just do this. Let's go at it, Jed, and we'll go at it, and we'll make it happen. And I appreciate him for really pushing us into this, and it's been a great opportunity for our kids. So.
Okay, so the last home game coming up, and then there'll be a tournament, you said?
Correct. On February 22nd at Troy High School, we're going to have a tournament between 10 schools, so there's about 10 to 12 schools that are competing in Oakland County right now. And we're going to play 2 games at this tournament on that day, and then we're going to have a celebration afterwards. So.
That's awesome. And then, so once this is over, bowling will start again.
Yep, in the spring again this year, we're gonna try bowling again and see how that goes, and hopefully we get a couple more links that come in and help out with those types of things and really build on those interactions. And if we can make it to a point that we're competing against other schools again, that's awesome. If not, we're going to keep going with how we do it and just keep pushing acceptance within our school and in the social and athletic setting. Okay,
so just tell me real quick, what has this process meant to you as a coach?
For me, it's awesome to see the kids outside of the classroom. Just to see how much they've want to participate and want to do something that's just different, and it's a fun thing for me because I love sports, and being able to have these kids take part in something that I love and is very passionate about is just awesome. It gives us an area to relate, and it's a great thing for them.
Okay, so last home game coming up. Anybody can come?
Anybody's welcome to come. There is an admission fee to get in because it is at the varsity basketball game, so it is at the high school setting. Within that, so it's a $5 fee to get in to the gymnasium to see this game. So there is a JV game, then a unified game, then a varsity game afterwards, but the one price gets you into all 3 games. So.
Okay, perfect, thank you. Well, Tanner, it was a pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much for being here, and good luck with that 3-pointer. I hope you score it on Thursday, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And thank you too, Coach.
Thank you, yes.
Once again, we've been joined by Jed Jones and Tanner Thornton. And next on the show, we hear about native plants in West Bloomfield on A Minute with Nature.
Hello and welcome to Minute with Nature. I'm your host, Lauren Azuri, the park naturalist for West Bloomfield Parks. And today we're here inside our nature room talking about native plants and why you might want to plant some native plants in your garden as well. Well, what is a native plant? A native plant is a plant that has evolved here in our area, and it's adapted to the climate and soil here. A native plant has grown in Michigan, or their native area, for hundreds of thousands of years, so have developed ecological relationships with the animals in our area as well. Why would you want to plant native plants in your yard? Well, there's lots of reasons, but one is convenience. Native plants grow better in Michigan. They don't require fertilizer or pesticides, as well as less watering. Since they're from here and they're used to the conditions here, you don't need to add as much water or fertilizer to the soil that they're growing in your garden, so they're lower maintenance. 90% of all leaf-eating insects can only eat native plants, which means that it's super important for us to provide food sources for them. If we plant non-natives tropical plants, they have no ecological value and animals will not use them at all. Monarchs is the best example of this that many people already are familiar with. Monarchs love milkweed, and their milkweed is the only plant that a monarch caterpillar will eat, and is also the only plant that monarch adults will lay their eggs on. Butterflies are beautiful to view, but butterflies are also pollinators. So pollinators obviously help our world and bring us a lot of the food that we eat. I bet you're wondering maybe now where you can buy native plants from. We don't really recommend that you go to a commercial greenhouse for them. A lot of commercial greenhouses have hybrids of native plants, or they're the same species of a plant that might grow here, but they didn't come from Michigan originally. So you really would ideally love a native plant that was grown in Michigan and the seeds started in Michigan. So look for a local native grower. Here at West Bloomfield Parks, we partner with a native grower and offer a native plant sale in May. So you can visit us there for a great source of buying native plants as well. You can also go to the Audubon website, and they have a great map where you can list your zip code and get native plant ideas for our area. Here in Michigan, some great, beautiful flowers that you'll enjoy in your garden, and so will all those pollinators like butterflies, are asters, coneflowers, milkweed, and black-eyed Susans. So I hope you plant some natives, attract some wildlife for you to view, but also help your environment. And that's your Minute with Nature.
For more episodes of Minute with Nature, visit civiccentertv.com/MWN. And now it's time for our final segment, Person of the Week, where we celebrate the people in the community who are inspiring and providing toward others. This week's recipient is Daniel Cohen from Levine Chiropractic. Daniel is one of the premier chiropractic doctors from the Levine Clinic of Chiropractic. He uses his abilities to improve the lives of patients for a number of reasons. Patients can come to him with a variety of ailments, and he will do all he can to help them. Daniel is incredibly proud to work at the Levine Clinic. It is his team, it is his city, and he is here to stay to treat the people of Greater West Bloomfield. This dedication to the well-being of the people of our community is what makes him our Person of the Week. And if you know someone who is making a positive difference, let us know. Message us on social media with any and all suggestions, because we want to congratulate and acknowledge those making a difference in our community. And that's it for this week's show. You can watch new episodes anytime online in HD at civiccentertv.com. Tuesdays at 5:30 p.m. Civic Center TV on Comcast 15 and AT&T Channel 99. And of course, follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Civic Center TV. And you can also listen to me weekdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on WWJ Newsradio 950. For all our friends in Sylvan Lake, Orchard Lake, Kego Harbor, and West Bloomfield, I'm Brooke Allen. Thank you for watching The Splash.